Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. Sean Foyer with Sean Foyer Consulting. As you know, we're always talking all things mindset, the power of your mind to create better results in your life. Today's topic that I'm excited to be talking and sharing with you is this concept of the knowing doing gap. And the knowing doing gap is this phenomenon that goes on in human behavior where we know what we need to do. We have the information necessary to accomplish something we want in our life. But there's a gap, a distance between what we know and what we actually do. And I don't know if this resonates with any of you, but I'll use an example. An example is trying to get in better shape. Maybe I decided I want to lose 5 pounds, right? So in order to lose 5 pounds, in today's age of technology and information, most of us here in this earth know how to lose weight. We know the information that's necessary. On a real basic level, simplistic level, I should probably drink more water. I should probably eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. I should probably exercise a little bit. There are certain things that I already know would help me lose weight, get in better shape. That's the knowing. Now, sometimes from this knowing to the actually doing is this Grand Canyon of a gap, right? So what's an example of that? Example of that is I say, okay, I know I want to lose weight. I know I want to get in better shape, and I'm exercising and I'm drinking water, and all of a sudden I walk into a room and somebody has just put down a plate of fresh baked cookies or maybe some donuts. And again, I know these aren't going to get me towards my goal of losing weight. I know they're not going to help me in this thing that I'm trying to do. But have you ever had that happen when all of a sudden one of those cookies or one of those donuts is actually in your mouth and you didn't even think about it? You didn't even think about it. That is an example of the knowing doing gap. You know, a lot of times to get the result we're looking for, it's not a matter of us getting new information. It's not a matter of us finding out new things that we need to know. A majority of the time, it comes down to implementation of the things that we already know we need to do that we just maybe either don't want to or aren't programmed to do. So where does this behavior come from? How can I literally do something that I know I don't want to do without even thinking about it? And this concept is what we call a paradigm. It's a program that's running in your subconscious mind. You know, from the time we were born, we are being programmed. The way we eat, the language we speak, the way we work, the way we love, the way we show up. These are all programs that are put into us. And once we reach young adult and adulthood, most of those are already set. And so if I want to lose weight, taking what I know, I now have to do some programming to get the result I want, or some unprogramming, some rewiring to get rid of the program that eats a cookie, or the program that hits the snooze button and sleeps in, or the program that would rather sit on the couch and watch TV than go to the gym. And this is a whole other topic on how we do that. Today, I just want to explain what's going on, what the gap is. And if you question at all the power of your subconscious mind to keep you stuck doing things a certain way, try this exercise with me. Jack Canfield, one of my mentors that I love listening to, taught me this. Take your hands and clasp your fingers. And as you clasp your fingers, I want you to take notice of which thumb is on top, your left thumb or your right thumb. And whichever one is on top, I just want you to notice it, and now I want you to switch it. And I want to move your fingers just one finger over so the opposite thumb is on top. For 90% of the population that I've done this with, this feels awkward. This feels a little weird. And your initial response is to go back to the way it was. So from here to here is actually a program. Your body is programmed to put your hands together that way. And when you do it a different way, it feels awkward. You didn't think about to do it the way you did it the first time, just like you didn't think about to grab the donut. You know, take notice when you get up in the morning and put on a pair of pants, which foot goes in first? If it's your left foot, try to put your right one in first. It's going to feel different. Some of you may even trip when you try and do that, right? So it's programming that's going on. So if I want to close the gap, if I want to get the result from the doing of the thing that I already know, I gotta identify what kind of thinking, what kind of programming is holding me back. And a lot of this comes back to, you know, what is the reason you're trying to do it? What is the thinking behind it? And a lot of that comes down to desire and faith and what it is you're trying to accomplish. But think about that, the knowing doing gap. What right now do you know you want to do, that you know how to do it, that you know it would benefit your life greatly if you did it, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're falling into the gap. And the gap is just what keeps us stuck. And for a lot of us, it keeps us stuck until something really bad happens to push us out of the good gap into, I either got to do better or I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole of bad results. So that's it. That's the knowing doing gap. What are you identifying? What's resonating for you right now? Is there something in your finances? How many of us know we should maybe save a little bit of money, or we should maybe invest, or maybe there's a way you can make more money, that you know the steps you need to take. In the relationships that you have, you know what you need to do to show up better. You might know the conversation you need to have. What's holding you back? What kind of programming, what kind of self-limiting belief is getting in your way from what you know and what you do? And if we want to implement what we know, it all starts in the mind. It all starts with power. If you like the content, if you like the video, hit the subscribe button below. Find me on Facebook. Love to hear from you. I love questions and here to support and help you in this mindset journey. Step one is really identifying what's the knowing doing gap and how do we close it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in today. And as always, my mantra, if you don't know it, you're going to hear it a lot. Enjoy the ride. It's a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.